Academy Award nominee Rosamund Pike is one of the most versatile actresses on screen. From blockbusters like the James Bond film Die Another Day, to period dramas such as Pride and Prejudice. And she sure has a knack for portraying manipulative, psychopathic characters that we all love to hate. Or just love. Notably, Amy Dunne in Gone Girl and Marla Grayson in I Care a Lot. Picture this. You're stuck on a deserted island. Fate says you can either have Amy Dunne or Marla Grayson accompany you. Whether they're on your side or not is a secret, so which completely psycho Rosamund Pike character do you choose? Or better yet, we'll leave the two most popular Rosamund Pike characters in one place and see who survives. In this video, we let the Gone Girl and the I Care a Lot leads battle it out in 4 categories and see who emerges victorious. Spoilers for both films lie ahead, so tread carefully. First up, determination. Aside from the fact that they're both insanely terrifying in their own special ways, and neither would make good role models, one thing that the two Pike characters have in common is their sheer will to survive. And even scarier, not just survive, but get what they want. Amy Dunne is out to get back at her husband, and slashing tires is definitely not enough revenge for this massively underappreciated woman. Look, she had no right in any capacity to do what she did, but can we all just admit that Nick Dunne was not a good husband in the first place? And when her stellar revenge plan goes awry, and she suddenly decides she just wants her husband back anyway, her sudden shift is nothing short of spectacular, in a murderous kind of way.
I'm the cunt you married. I've killed for you. Who else can say that?
And we all know Marla Grayson, ruthless legal guardian, is well deserving of this title too. That scene alone of her evading death in that panic-inducing scene of her almost drowning and all of us wishing this despicable person wouldn't die, ironically enough. And when she goes out for her revenge, not even a Russian mafia boss stands in the way. Besides, her narration makes it clear that she has worked all her life to be a predator, never the prey. The winner for this round? Well, it's a tie. We can't just choose one for this category, really. The two definitely have us wondering which one would come out alive if they got dropped off on a deserted island. We all know they'd kill each other if given the chance, and them teaming up is just way too scary to imagine. Next up, smarts. Evil Genius is definitely a title that applies to both Amy and Marla, especially the evil part. Both use their brains more than their brawn in their nefarious ploys, but neither is afraid to get very physically violent.
Do you remember how scary it was in 1807? No, me neither, because I wasn't alive yet. I'll feel the same way when I'm dead. Not even nothing. Why be scared of that?
Still, the two are smart in rather different ways. Amy Dunne, who has more of that low-key genius in her, not even her husband realized just how intelligent she was until he finally caught up on her plans to frame him for her murder. And that sudden switch on Desi had us absolutely spooked with just how clever it was. Meanwhile, Pike herself called Marla Grayson a scrappier street fighter than the cunning Amy Dunne. Grayson knows how to shift the situation to how she wants it. Can you imagine how many times she's used that I Care a Lot speech to dupe the American judicial system? And she always knows her leverage. Still, it is obvious that this predator ends up biting off way more than she can chew. The winner for this category is definitely Amy Dunne. Her genius goes way deeper than you'd expect, and the scary subtlety has us on guard.
Invite pregnant idiot into your home and ply her with lemonade. Steal pregnant idiot's urine. Voila.
Number 3. Scare factor. We wouldn't trust either character with a freaking pencil, much less our lives. Both don't seem threatening on the outset, unless you count Grayson's vape and a sharp bob. But their stories are proof that we should be very, very afraid should the two come to life. Amy Dunne does look less threatening than Grayson, which is where her husband and the rest of the world messed up real bad, especially poor Desi. While Grayson is capable of ruthless acts, she didn't straight up murder someone in a bloodbath kind of way. The winner for this one? Amy Dunne. Look, at least it's pretty obvious Grayson is an a-hole complete with the vape. Amy, on the other hand, would have us eating out of her hand. And that's what makes her so scary.
Amy, I love you. You're the best person I've ever known. If you come back, I promise I will spend every day making it up to you.
Last but not the least, Despicableness. Was it just us, or did anyone else feel really bad when Amy's friends turned on her? There's something about her story that has us rooting for her, even when it's very clear that she's the villain of the story. From her somewhat messed up childhood as Amazing Amy, to Nick's affair, and her being constantly underestimated, you can definitely understand why she's doing the thing she does. Meanwhile, Marla Grayson, for all her badassery, is pretty one-dimensional. From preventing a son from seeing his mother, to building an entire corporate empire out of taking care of senior citizens. We never really know what hurt her so bad that it turned her to the monster that she is. All we know is she lives by the predator versus prey concept. That lack of backstory makes it even harder to watch whenever she does something terrible. The winner for this round is Marla Grayson.
Jennifer, listen to me carefully. I don't lose. I won't lose. I'm never letting you go.
But the grand champion? Definitely Amy Dunne. No lie, we feel like we have better chances of taking on Marla Grayson than Amy Dunne. And we're sure Dunne's cunning ways would outwit Grayson's rash street smarts anytime.
Nick and Amy will be gone, but then we never really existed. Nick loved a girl I was pretending to be.
Did you agree with our take? If you want more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to get a heads up on our latest videos.